First you know that what is authentication. Authentication is the process. Authentication means उसमें बोलते हैं परमिशन, किसी को मिलते हैं किसी को परमिशन। तो कहाँ क्या कैसे मिलेंगे? कभी नेटवर्क में परमिशन मिलेंगे यूज करने के लिए, कभी सर्वर में परमिशन करने के लिए, कोई एप्लीकेशन परमिशन मिलेगी, कभी वेबसाइट यूज करने के लिए परमिशन मिलेगी, कोई डिवाइस यूज करके यूज करेंगे, कोई सिस्टम यूज करने के लिए, वही तो परमिशन मिलेगी। तो उसी के टाइम में सर्च करना है एक्चुअली पर्सन हु इज द यूजर्स। जैसे हम पता चलेगा वो कोई आदमी बंदा बोलेंगे, वो उसी का कोई पहचान होता है। पहचान है उसी में पता चलेगा कैसे, उसी में जो जीन टेस्ट करेंगे उसी के तरह पता चलेगा वो उसी का कोई रिलेटिव नियर रिलेटिव है। इसी तरह आप एक्चुअली पर्सन है उसी वेबसाइट का और एक्चुअल पर्सन सर्वर का, उसी का आप एक्चुअल यूजर है कि नहीं, आप डिवाइस का परमिशन मिलेगा, सर्वर का परमिशन मिलेगा, तो एक्चुअली उसी में पॉइंट आउट करने का, उसी को बोलते हैं ऑथेंटिकेशन। ऑथेंटिकेशन इज एसेंशियल पार्ट ऑफ। विदाउट ऑथेंटिकेशन आपका डिवाइस का सिक्योर कोई नहीं मिलेंगे, आपका वेबसाइट का सिक्योर नहीं मिलेंगे, अब जो भी नेटवर्किंग और एप्लीकेशन उसी का सिक्योर कोई नहीं है। इसलिए ऑथेंटिकेशन इज एसेंशियल। विदाउट ऑथेंटिकेशन देयर इज नो सिक्योर एनी डिवाइसेस, एप्लीकेशन, नेटवर्किंग, सर्वर। देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑथेंटिकेशन। पासवर्ड बेस्ड लॉगिन। पासवर्ड बेस्ड मीन्स one number, alphabet, symbol is allotted according number, symbol allotted. They have given authentication. You are actual person, give permission, you can use this website, use this networking, or use these devices. Second point is the multi-factor authentication. When authentication, then the verification according multiple different type of multi-factors. Gain access service network extra security shop and standard password based login. उसमें एक बंदा जो चाहेंगे कुछ एक्सेस करने के लिए, उसी के 2 बार 3 बार कोई में चेक करना है। सपोज इन कॉन्फ़िगर मल्टी एक्सेस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इज एक्स्ट्रा लेयर सिक्योर. Suppose you want to log in a emails, at that time you have input the username and passwords. After input the username password, there have some OTP allotted. According to OTP you have the actual user. You can कोई SMS आएंगे, email में आएंगे और मोबाइल में आएंगे, उसी का तरह पता चलेगा you are actually users. This is known as multi-access network. Biometric authentication means your physical fingerprint, palm print, written, voice recognition are used to biometric authentication. Biometric authentication is physical character-based database and database match to biometric authentication. There are biometric organizations, school, college, workshop, they are also biometric authentication and technology mostly for a private organization. And the airport, barcode reader, there have biometric authentication. This is the third step of biometric. Next, fingerprint. Fingerprint is the process of finger. According to finger, that also we point out the authentication to use to. Next is that retina iris. Retina iris means you to point out scan scenes of strong light into the eye in the eye. Eye contact lens, that also we retina erase, that also you can find of the authentication on use the Aadhaar card. And also DL, you want to apply the DL, they scan your retina. Retina means your eye में जो retina है उसी को scan करेंगे, इसी तरह आपका eye का retina different eye. So they have point out and figure colorful rings around pupils eye in this biometric after scanning part and it compare with the data records in the database. When person wears spectacles and contextually age-old authentication can be performed. In facial option, according to face appearance aspect, individual face are scanned and try to get access from second person. And compare the face different angle person who look the similar such as family members and face point out. And voice recognition according to voice, that also we point out authentication that also this undergo of biometric verification. Next is that certificate based certified authentication is the popular services or application and devices using electronic digital, and when you are daily lives and digital certificates are located. Suppose your Aadhaar card in digitally, your DL is digitally, and your passport is digitally. That also digital certify according to digital certificate. That is only soft copy. That your digital certification. That also be according to digital certification. You will get authentication according to your website. Anything you can get. Token based authentication is a small period of time authentication. You have token allotted and in encryption. Encryption means that also means your password with some symbols and character to be addition, that is encryption. According to encryption token pasting, that also token you have given, say token you have get permission authentication on a, this is the token paste. Single authentication in a single subset of basic username password based authentication going to access authentication will provide it. Advanced secure and unstable and different allocation of single based allocation, it also be like a password based application. And two-factor authentication, two-factor also be like a multi authentication, just multi authentication of two-factor authentication. And adaptive authentication is the according to IP address, that also be, suppose you want to permission your mobile number or your IP, your devices already given permission. If you use the device, आप किसी काम करना है, आपको डिवाइस को परमिशन मिलेंगे, वही डिवाइस आप यूज करके कुछ भी काम कर सकते हैं. आप डिवाइस चेंज कर देंगे, आप कंप्यूटर का रजिस्ट्रेशन हो गया, ऑथेंटिकेशन परमिशन मिल गया, मतलब वही कंप्यूटर में आप कुछ भी काम करना चाहिए. आप कंप्यूटर चेंज करेंगे और कोई डिवाइस चेंज करेंगे, कोई लैपटॉप टैबलेट मोबाइल फ़ोन चेंज कर देंगे, मतलब आप कोई परमिशन नहीं मिलेगा. मतलब your IP address have registration, your authentication, you can use this device. If you want to change the device, this cannot be authenticated. Adaptive API authentication means a application is allocated authentication. You can use this application if other one can use the application cannot. API application is used like a PhonePe. PhonePe means suppose your PhonePe is allocated for your devices. If you again use in other phone this application, that means your API authentication is essential. And HTTP is a hypertext transfer protocols. This also be this in software applications. This is your HTTP based application. API means there are password allotted in like a API authentication. That password already, if you change, you cannot. Suppose you on PhonePe, you have suppose uninstall. Again you install this PhonePe on your devices or new devices that have some password allotted. Without a password, a username that not matching, you have not give permission for authentication. This is also authentication. Authentication completed. Next class we have discussed association of the first. Thank you.